the towering cityscape of Osaka. Osaka Prefecture is home to more than 8.8 million people and attracts huge numbers of visitors from overseas. It is also a bustling economic hub. Head west from the city center and you'll get to the expansive Osaka Bay, where huge numbers of fishing boats are going about their work. This may seem surprising, but in fact, Osaka Bay also has a thriving seafood industry. It is one of Japan's most popular fishing grounds and is home to a wide variety of fish. Today, I'd like to tell you a little more about the fishing industry in Osaka Bay. Fishing in Osaka Bay is thought to have begun thousands of years ago in the Jomon period. Due to the large numbers of fish caught in Osaka Bay, the area was once known as Sakana no Niwa, or the fish garden. One theory is that this was shortened to Naniwa, and that is why Osaka is referred to as Naniwa today. A lot of the fish eaten regularly in Japan are caught in Osaka Bay. In addition to sardines and whitebait, which are the main catch, these include red sea bream, black porgy, Japanese sea perch, and octopus. The waters of Osaka Bay are rich in nutrients that flow in via the strong currents of the Akashi and Kitan Straits, as well as from rivers such as the Yodogawa. These nutrients ensure that a wide variety of fish can thrive. There are currently 13 fishing ports in Osaka Prefecture, as well as 10 ports inside harbors and along rivers that are used by fishing boats. Approximately 900 fishermen work in and around these ports. Osaka also boasts one of the highest ratios of young fishermen in all of Japan. In Osaka Bay, an array of different fishing methods are used due to the wide variety of fish. Let's take a look at some of these in more detail. This is the Jizohama district in Kishiwada City. It's still dark at 5 a.m. in the morning, but the fishing boats are heading out to sea. They're off to do some purse seine fishing. Not long after they leave the port, the sun starts to come up. It's nearly time to get started. Purse seine fishing requires a fleet of 6 or 7 boats, 2 trawlers to control the nets, 1 boat with a fish finder, and 3 to 4 boats to transport the catch. In total, that's a team of 6 or 7. Purse seine fishing is the most common fishing method in Osaka Bay. All the boats are huge and are packed with a variety of different equipment. The trawlers are connected by a rope and advance as a pair. The boat with a fish finder goes on ahead. The boat's job is to carefully look for fish under the sea using the fish finder and sonar technology. It's a job that requires intuition and experience. Are there any sardines today? It looks like the captain has found a school of sardines. Once the fish have been found, the captain tells the trawlers to drop their nets.
Got it.
The two trawlers separate and stretch out the net as if they are drawing a circle in the sea. This is how they catch the sardines. What does it look like under the sea? Let's take a closer look using some computer graphics. After the fish finder discovers a school of fish, the two trawlers drop a 1,000-meter-long net into the sea. The net surrounds the fish by forming a curtain around them. The net is pulled together at the bottom to prevent the fish from escaping. This is purse seine fishing. Now the school of sardines has been surrounded by the net. To make sure they don't get away, the bottom of the net is pulled together. Everyone then pulls the net out of the water. Look how many Japanese sardines there are. It's a huge catch. Here comes another boat to transport the catch. A fish pump with a big hose sucks up the sardines together with seawater to ensure the fish aren't damaged when they're loaded onto the boat. The transporter then quickly returns to the port. In this way, all of the boats in the fleet work together so that fresh sardines are swiftly taken back to land. The fish in the transporter are unloaded straight away. Next, they're loaded onto a conveyor belt and sorted by size. The biggest sardines are known as Kintaro sardines. They are incredibly popular luxury ingredients. After they've been sorted, the fish are packed into a box and prepared for shipment. A special type of ice is used to ensure the fish can be stored at a low temperature for a long time. This is how sardines are delivered to shops and markets while being kept fresh.
出荷先は東京とか、豊洲も行きますし、名古屋も行きますし、いろんなとこにやっぱ大阪で取ったもんはね、大阪の人に食べてほしいと思いますし、もう川めっちゃあるんですよ、大阪湾って。やっぱそこから栄養が流れて、サイズは大きくないんですけど、太ってるっていうか丸っとしたイワシが特徴ですね。
This restaurant in Osaka specializes in Japanese cuisine. The cook is going to prepare some food for us using the sardines. He starts by filleting the fish into 3. He's clearly a professional. In no time at all, he's prepared some fresh Japanese sardine sashimi. Here, Japanese sardines have been simmered with ume plums. The aroma of the ume plums brings out the taste of the sardines.
まず肥え方が抜群ですね。よく脂が乗ってます。あれだけ脂の乗ったイワシってそうそうないと僕は思ってます。イワシなんか特に長距離を輸送すれば鮮度は落ちますし、近い距離であれだけ品物がいい。もちろんあれだけのポテンシャルを持ったイワシっていうのは少ないと思いますので、大阪湾で取れるっていうそれだけでも意味がありますし、僕らはできる限りあんなイワシがあるんなら使いたいです。
Do you all like whitebait? They taste great on top of a bowl of rice. Do you know what type of fish whitebait are? The whitebait that we eat are the young of anchovies and sardines. In Japanese, they're called shirasu because they're white and see-through. Seine fishing is the method used to catch whitebait. In Osaka, this method is also known as batch net fishing. Here, seine fishing boats have just left the Kishiwada fishing port. In the same way as purse seine fishing is done as a team. There are typically 3 boats altogether. One boat doubles as a fish finder and transporter, and there are 2 trawlers to drop the net. This boat uses a fish finder and sonar technology to discover schools of whitebait.
色い船はとにかくシラスの群を探して網船に無線で合図して網やれよと。ソナーでね、やっぱ自分の船の周り360度どの位置に魚おるかいうのを探しますわ。
Because whitebait are so small, it's really difficult to find them. So the captain of the fish finder has a really important job. Where are the whitebait today? The captain has found them. Now the captain gives directions to the 2 trawlers. Straight away, the trawlers drop the net and head in different directions to spread it out. It's great teamwork. Once the net has spread out, the 2 trawlers move forward at the same speed for about an hour to catch the whitebait. All the while, the fish finder keeps a lookout for more whitebait so the trawlers know which way to travel. But how do these nets catch only whitebait? Let's take a look. The mesh size in seine nets are bigger at the front and smaller at the back. The larger mesh in the wings of the net allow water to pass through, while their movement guides the whitebait into the center. A large hole midway through the net allows jellyfish and other large fish to escape. This ensures that only the small whitebait end up at the bunt of the net. So, that's how a special net catches only whitebait. Right, it's nearly time to pull up the net. The fish finder goes to the rear of the net and separates the bunt where all the whitebait are. A crane is then used to lift the net onto the deck. Look how many whitebait there are! It's another huge catch, The whitebait are separated into 25-kilogram batches and ice-cooled in a container. They are then moved onto a transporter and quickly taken back to the port. They are unloaded as soon as they arrive and taken to the neighboring auction market. At the auction market, seafood processing companies bid on the whitebait. They look at the size of the fish, how well they've been stored in the ice, and whether other fish are mixed in with the catch. For whitebait, the speed at which they are shipped is extremely important. People on the boats and at the port work together to ensure that fresh whitebait can be shipped out as quickly as possible.
まあそうですね、そうやって買ってくれる人がいてるじゃないですか。シラスをきれく洗うとか、氷で冷やすのを重要にしたりとか、鮮度が命の魚やから、どれだけ買ってくれる人が欲しがるシラスを作るっていうのが僕らの仕事だと思ってます。
This is a seafood processing company. After purchasing the whitebait, the fish are quickly taken to the factory and boiled, just how we like them. The whitebait are carried on a conveyor belt to a big pot where they are boiled for just a few minutes. In Japanese, this product is called kamaage shirasu. The fish looks soft and delicious. Now for a whitebait dish. This is whitebait on a bowl of rice. Half of the whitebait is raw and the other half is boiled. It's topped off with the yolk of an egg. It looks delicious. Here is a lightly flavored whitebait soup. This looks great too.
やっぱり一番おすすめは生なんですけど、釜揚げしらすにしていただいても美味しいですし、例えばかき揚げとかそういう天ぷらとかにしていただいても美味しいです。あとまた水もんとかもね、イワシなんで出汁がすごく効いてますんで、めちゃくちゃうまいと思います。まあ言うたら魚の嫌いなお子さんが多いって言われてますけど、めちゃくちゃ美味しいんで、これその美味しさをまたね、次の世代の子にも教えていってほしいです。
Here we are again in the Jizohama district. A boat for itabiki bottom trawling is heading out to sea. Bottom trawling involves dragging a net along the sea floor to catch fish. Compared to those used for purse seine fishing and seine fishing, the boat is much smaller, and only one boat is needed. The boat is out at sea, and the sun has come up. This is where the boat will try and catch fish today. The net is being lowered into the sea. But what's this box attached to it? It looks like it goes into the sea with the net. What is it? Let's take a closer look. With bottom trawling, these trawl doors attached to the two ropes use the flow of the water to open the entrance of the net. Weights are attached to the bottom of the net and it sinks to the bottom of the sea. The net is dragged along the sea floor to catch fish. Although the trawl doors are box-shaped now, they used to be made of thin boards, which is why the method is known as itabiki in Japanese. So, that's what those boxes are used for. Once the net has been dropped into the sea, the boat slowly moves forward for around 30 minutes, pulling the net along and waiting for the fish to go inside. Now it's time to pull up the net. What what's inside. There are red sea breams and Japanese sea perches.
時期によって種類が多いんですけど、その旬々の魚を一応取って、今はタイ、スズキ、チヌですね。これがまたマナガツオとかが出てきますね。はい、海から上がった魚は早くも生けすに入れる。海から上がってきたら水圧が違うんで、ちゃんと正常に戻して泳がすために空気袋を穴開けて空気を出して普通に泳がすように鮮度を保つようにしていますね。
Look, there's another type of bottom trawling going on nearby. Ishigeta bottom trawling involves the use of 4 bag-shaped nets that are dragged along the seafloor. Let's have another look. For ishigeta bottom trawling, a net is attached to an iron frame and dragged along the sea floor for approximately 15 minutes. Teeth at the bottom of the frame scoop up the fish on the sea floor into the net. The iron weights on either side of the frame used to be made of stone, which is why the method is known as ishigeta in Japanese. This method is mainly used to catch sole, shrimp, crab, and shellfish. The itabiki boat has arrived back at the port. The crew's family are waiting to take the catch to the auction market. There are red sea breams, cutlass fish, and harvest fish. Now, the ishigeta boat is unloading its catch. It's come back with Japanese blue crabs, mantis shrimps, common octopuses, and Japanese egg cockles. Bottom trawling is great for catching all different types of fish. This is the bottom trawling auction market. The fish are separated into boxes by type and sold at the auction one after another. These are the bidders, or those who purchase from the auction. They're all taking it very seriously. Prices are quickly determined for all the fish in the market, and they're instantly sold out. Auction markets are really lively places. Right, now time for some cooking. Here is the red sea bream. With some sharp knife skills, the chef produces a luxurious plate of sashimi. For the dagger-toothed pike conger, first the bones have to be removed. After that, it's put into a hot pot. The bones are used to create a delicious soup. Next is the Japanese blue crab. It's steamed whole and put straight onto a plate. This common octopus dish is an Okinawa-inspired stir-fry. Bottom trawling brings up a variety of different fish, which means a wide range of delicious-looking dishes.
やっぱりこの大阪には海があり、山があり、朝取れたものがその日の夜には並ぶというこの地理的なね、やっぱり優位さは皆さんにもっともっと知っていただきたいなと思いますし、もともと大阪湾っていうのは、チヌの海、いわゆる黒鯛ですよねが豊富な海ですから、やっぱりその黒鯛いわゆるチヌがやっぱり一番美味しいかなとは思うんですよね。それ以外にはやっぱりアナゴがあったり、カレイがいてたり、大阪湾っていうのが今はもうすごく綺麗になっていますし、その魚の旬がいつなのかということを知ってほしいと、これは本当に思いますね。やっぱり一番美味しい時期に食べてほしいと思ってます。
What did you think of the fishing in Osaka Bay, everyone? Did you learn anything new? Osaka Bay is a treasure trove of fish. Today, too, lots of different fish are being caught in a variety of ways. Since they don't need to be transported long distances, eating fish caught locally is environmentally friendly. And most importantly, local fish are fresh and delicious. This Osaka Mon logo is given to products and processed goods that use agricultural, forestry, and fishery produce from Osaka. Eating Osaka Mon products helps to protect Osaka Bay and support Osaka. I hope you try out many different seafood dishes and stay healthy in the process.